Hello everyone and welcome back to Miss K Makeup. Today is just kind of an everyday casual, I'm in kind of casual clothes, just comfy, and I really want to play with makeup. Today I'm going to be using the So Jaded palette from Colourpop, which is Kathleen Light's collaboration. What is happening? You know what? Just ignore that. I don't even know. So I'm going to start with the face. I always start with my face. I prefer it that way just because I feel like it really moisturizes the skin, and I can kind of know what direction I want the eye makeup to go if my face makeup is going in the right direction as well. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the Loreal Lumi Dewy Glow Mist. Or this is the Shake and Glow Dew Mist. I completely butchered that name. Because my fan is on, that literally did not even touch my skin. That's better. Okay, it's now in the air. Okay, and next I'm going to actually use this Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Face Oil. I wonder if it will I don't even know. Okay, this is the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. That's what it looks like. And I actually like this product. It's not a life-changing, a best oil for the face I've ever used. It's good. It does the job. For me, who has really extremely dry skin, sometimes this isn't enough for me. Sometimes I need something else. But we do what we can, okay? We do what we can. So that's just pressed in. It does give it an illumination. Also, if my skin, I forgot to preface this in the beginning, if my skin is really red, it's very natural when I touch it. And also, I did just wash my face to get it nice and clean for this video. So that's why I have some splotchiness. It's red. We'll cover it up with foundation. Next, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. And I'm actually using the shade Shell Ivory. And I just do stripes down my face. Now also, if you see me look down, I'm trying not to look in the mirror, but I can't really see myself in the camera. I'm taking this, I believe this is the flat Kabuki brush from Equate. I actually bought this at Walmart. Also, for some reason, this foundation looks extremely light on camera. I promise this is literally my perfect shade. It just appears lighter on camera. Okay, and I'm going to apply a little bit more to cover this redness because it is still peeking through. Also, it's because it's a little hot. I've been cleaning all day, so I've been moving, and so that's also probably another reason. And a really interesting way that I found when I'm having a really bad redness day, it's just not getting covered up, I actually kind of pat my brush over, and it does help a little bit. Obviously my redness is going to peek through because it likes to do that. So I just kind of, work my way around. And I'm also going to apply a little bit more on this side as well. To use this Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I actually really like this concealer. I actually have it in the shade Light Neutral. I probably could use a different shade, but this is just the shade that I have. My Ulta does not actually carry Catrice. I was in a different Ulta somewhere else, and I found it. And it was $5.99, and I was I'm purchasing this, so I went ahead and bought it, and I've actually really enjoyed it. So now I'm just blending out the concealer. I did highlight the center of the face, so I'm just going to blend that out. onto the eyelids as well. So it literally just like canceled out all of that. And it's not super mattifying or anything like that. It gives me like the perfect, I can go without setting this, and sometimes I do depending on how I'm feeling, but other times, you know, of course I do have to set it. But today I don't think I am. I think I'm going to go, and I do have to blend it out a little bit more if I'm not going to set it, but for the most part, actually maybe I will have to set it because I did mix that foundation. I used the same brush, so I did use the same brush, so it did get a little bit of that dew from the foundation, so I might have to set it after all. So I'm going to actually use my Coty Airspun powder. I love this powder. Honestly, I think it's the best at the drugstore that I have personally tried, and I use the shade Naturally Neutral. I have heard of people using the translucent extra coverage. I personally just use this shade. Some people, I mean, everybody's so different, so, and I believe that they do have this in like deeper shades if you have a deeper skin tone as well. Okay, so I'm only setting my under eyes at the moment, and I'm going to let the foundation and all of that set down a little bit more before I move into setting the whole entire face. Okay, so next I'm going in with this Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm going to use the powder that we use to set our face to set my eyelids because that's just what I like to do. Okay, going in with a fluffier brush, I'm going to start on the eye makeup. And I'm using the beautiful and amazing So Jaded palette. Has some of the most amazing tones in here, and they're so beautiful. And I'm going to be using all of like the green shades and all of those kinds of shades today. So I'm going to start off with Rose Quartz, which is actually this shade right here. Remember to tap off your excess product every single time. And I will put all of the brushes that I used links down below so that you guys can see which brushes I used, because some of them I'll have to look up and make sure I'm telling you the right one. If I'm looking down, I'm looking into a mirror, so I apologize. I am building this color up a little bit because this is our transition shade, but I want it to be a little bit more intense. Do y'all hear that? Oh, yeah. That was really loud. Okay. Okay, so next I'm actually going with this shade called Geodude, right there. And I'm going to kind of apply that right on top of the shade that we already laid down with a different brush. Now I am actually bringing this shade kind of at an angle to create that kind of crease looking area that I really like. And I'm just kind of like bringing it in here to create that perfect angle. And I do that with almost every shadow look that I do, just because it kind of pulls in that depth, and it actually makes it easier to deepen up that outer corner. Okay, so next I'm going in with the next shade. Okay, next I'm going in with the shade Jade, which is this nice, beautiful green color. Okay, so you can already see that color developing right there. And I'm actually going to take it into the crease because I do want that green in the crease as well. Always remember to tap off your brush. Always, always, always. So, so important. And I'm just doing windshield wiper motions to kind of get that color built up. Tapping my brush in again to go in with the other eye. And I feel like personally some people, you know, only want you to tap into your palette once or twice. I personally feel like you can go in as many times as you need to get the color payoff that you desire. If you want this to be a lot softer, obviously you'd be doing a lot more blending and a lot less building. But it really just depends on the person, depends on, you know, how you like to do your makeup specifically. But me personally, I like a lot of building. And then I'll go back in with the brush that I used before. I'm actually going to use the first brush that we used. And I'm just going to buff all of this in together. There are cars outside and they sound so close. Okay. And next, I'm so excited for this shade. I'm going into the shade Stoned right here. And I'm getting a fluffier brush. And I'm just feathering that into the outer corner. And I'm starting off with less pressure and slowly applying more pressure as I build the product in there. Debating on whether I want to leave this all matte because it's beautiful this way, or if I want to add some color. Okay, I think I'm going to add some color to the lid. Oh, and there comes the rain. Okay, I'm going to use the shade Tiger Eye. And I'm actually just going to use my pinky. I'm not even going to dip into a brush. I'm just going to take it. I apologize if you guys can hear that rain as well. Okay, and some people, I would love to use the shade Topaz on top, but I don't feel comfortable using glitters on my eyelids. Specifically these glitters because they are quite chunky, so I am actually going to close that palette for a sec. Okay, and now I'm going to move on to the face. And I am going to go back in with my Coty Airspun powder. And I'm going to take this huge fluffy powder brush. And I'm going to, if y'all can hear that rain, I'm so sorry. It is literally pouring outside all of a sudden. It's actually been like kind of rainy and gross, but it just kind of, the bottom fell out. Okay, so I'm just continuing to powder the face. And I'm not using a ton of powder, I'm just lightly dusting so that we won't have any issues applying bronzer and all of that stuff. So one of the products that I am trying to use up, y'all are going to laugh at me, but this is actually a Anastasia contour kit. It has been through the ringer, and the reason it's like weird like this is because of when you fold it back, it doesn't like fold correctly. So anyway, I'm trying to use this palette up. So I'm actually going to go in with this farthest shade today. I'm going to contour with this. This is honestly such a beautiful like palette. It looks so much more intense on camera than it is on person. Can I actually do like to take a fluffier brush I like to take a fluffier brush, kind of like this one. And I'm actually going to take this deepest shade and mix it with this center shade. And just bronze up the forehead. And I got a little crazy in the center there, so I'm actually just taking some regular powder and kind of fixing that up. Okay, so there you are. I'm actually just going to run a little bit of this over cheeks so they look a little bit more warm. Really trying to get that all nice and organized. Go ahead. Okay, I'm just buffing that out. My powder brush. Okay, and next I am deciding between a Colourpop blush. These are the ones by Kathleen Lights. I should have already known. Or by Burts Bees blush in Toasted Cinnamon. I think I'm going to use Toasted Cinnamon today. And I'm just taking that on this little Luxie brush. And I don't do a ton of blush. I know some people are really into blush. Really and truly, I don't really do that much. Just kind of like do it enough where it attracts light to the cheeks, but not too much. Okay, and I'm going to use a little bit of this one, which is called I Need Space. I'm going to use a little bit of this one called I Need Space. Just because it has some sheen to it. And I'm just going to use a little bit of that over top of the one I was using. And the highlighter I'm going to use is actually by this brand called Believe Beauty. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It is based, or it is only in Dollar General. It is actually an amazing brand for a very inexpensive price. I also learned about this from Allie Glines. I believe, y'all, if that is not her last name, I'm gonna feel really bad. But I am gonna link her channel below because she has some amazing recommendations, as well as Kathleen Lights. And I will be testing out the Believe Beauty foundation in a later video so you guys can see it in action. It's actually one of my new faves. And I'm going back in to finish up the eyes, and I'm actually going to take this highlighter on a smaller brush. This little brush. This is by e.l.f. And I'm just applying. But like I said, literally getting mascara everywhere. I just got it on the side of my face. And with my second coat on this other eye. And I do apply mascara to the lower lashes. I just don't apply like shadow. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. So there's the mascara done. And let me see what kind of look we're going to work with today. I actually keep all of my lip colors. I actually keep all my lip colors in like this beautiful little acrylic container. So I'm actually going to do a quite nude. I'm actually going to do a quite nude lip. I'm going to mix these two together. These Believe Beauty Long Lasting Lip Liners, I actually have the shade Barely There because I've been needing a lip liner. I love this so much. It's so pretty. And now I'm taking this Nars, I believe this is an all day, this is a, oh, it just says lipstick, a matte lipstick. It's in the shade, oh y'all, Toijjours. I'll put it in the bio. It is so beautiful. It actually doesn't, like, counteract my skin tone. It's just nude enough where it doesn't look funny. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to put some clear brow gel through my brows, and then I'm just going to clean up these little mascara spots. Okay, so now that I have my clear brow gel, also I didn't mention I don't typically do my brows because I have very bushy, you know, unruly brows, so I literally just put some clear brow gel through them and kind of leave them to be on days where I don't feel like doing anything to them. So lastly, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Natural Finish setting spray and just spritz my face. Oh, I have to do it kind of close. Okay. Now I'm going to take this brush and just kind of like lightly tap certain areas that got a little bit spit. Okay, and now we are done with all of the makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do not forget to give it a like and subscribe to Miss K Makeup. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.